All right, Phil, thank you very much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have a visit.
It's great to
from
be
you.
here, Larry. You guys do a great job with content on Lawyers.com. Really appreciate it.
Thanks. Well, we have a lot of fun with it, and one of the things I wanted to ask you, Phil, is this is a list of our, it's some of the top stories that were published in 2012. And based on page views, what would be your guess as to which is one of the most popular articles?
The most popular articles. Probably Santa, exclusive interview with Santa's lawyer, I'm guessing. Obamacare missed debunk. Those would be my guesses.
And those would both be absolutely right.
Absolutely right.
That's right. And in exchange for that, I want to. What we're doing is giving everybody some peppermint patties. So you
Just what I need.
You take a bite and you're like transported into a cooler place. And you know, if you're completing the snowman, here's the middle section.
Okay, cool. Very good.
So what do you think of the open house?
I think the open house has been excellent. I heard there have been over 100 people, and the salespeople have been down, and the finance department's been down. So it's very informative. I saw the new iPad app, which I'm most excited about, and lots of other great stuff. Lots of energy down here. Terrific.
Hello. So can you tell me your name and what you do for Lawyers.com?
My name is Sharon Johnson. I work for corporate services, so I support the whole building that Lawyers.com is located in.
Well, that's a big task. So what have you been doing today for the open house?
Setting up easels and putting up this projection TV and just making sure that everything runs smooth and everybody has everything that they need to have a successful open house.
So what's your impression so far? What do you think about this idea?
I think it's great. All the holiday snowflakes and everything coming down from the ceiling. It's nice. It's good stuff.
So, Jain, tell me your name and what department you work in.
I'm working for Matt. My manager is John Mason. I manage a fulfillment system.
Excellent. So, based on some of the things that we showed you about Lawyers.com, what sort of stories do you like in Lawyers.com? What sort of things do you think that we ought to be covering?
I like the way how you presented news. Actually, I didn't know that there is a news and you can follow up news, and how many visitors this site generates just looking on news.
So, well, I want to thank you officially with 2 peppermint patties, and we have way more if you want them. So, thanks for stopping by our section here.
Thank you very much for your tour.
Okay, can you tell me your name and what you do at Lawyers.com?
My name is Gotto and I manage the technology for Mondale Hubble.
Okay, so can you describe what that means?
It's basically taking care of our technology organization and in terms of building the products that we build in support of all the different units, and taking care of our online products, obviously, the most important being Lawyers.com, Mondale.com, and also our web visibility solution sites.
So thanks for participating in our open house. What's your impression of it so far?
I think it's great. I think this is a fantastic seminar. I think there's a lot of groups that came together today. And I think it's important to do these kinds of things from time to time, just get people to understand, what other units do. This is a great idea.
What do you think about our Lawyers.com latest news site?
I think it is fantastic. I think some of few of the stories that I've seen in the recent past, have been really, really interesting. And it's really good to get the audience to start participating on Lawyers.com. And I think content is a big part of the thing that does that in terms of getting the audience hooked to a particular site. And I think the kind of content that we're now generating would do that.
Great, thank you very much.
Cool, thank you.
Larry Bodine, thanks for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming up. Tell us what department you're in and what you do.
I work in custom websites. I'm a web designer.
Awesome. I understand you just cranked out more than 200 websites last month.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Wow.
Yeah, some were custom, some were outsourced.
So you're working like around the clock on that and on holidays?
No, not me. Some of them were dedicated.
Somebody was, okay.
Yeah, somebody was really, there's a lot of work went into that.
Well, I was going to ask you which one of our stories you thought might be one of our top 10 stories of the year. If you had a chance to take a look at it, which one do you think is one of the top stories that we published this year?
I'm going to say exploding toilets prompt $5 million lawsuit.
Oh, you are so right.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, man. So here, for you special to have a couple of peppermint patties, so when you take a bite, it'll be like taken into like a winter refreshment.
That is so awesome. Thank you.
right.
Oh my goodness, thank you so
Thanks
much.
for coming by.
I appreciate
Did
it.
you get your piece of snow
I
yet?
did get my Santa.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for coming by.
So, tell me your name and what you do here.
I'm Jeff Moran. I work in the finance department.
So, what do you do? What does that mean?
I manage the expense budget for Lawyers.com for Larry's budget and Anand's team and Deeple's budget and some of the other budgets within the business.
So, what do you think about our open house here today?
It's great. It's really excellent learning a lot about the business and you know, a couple new things that I didn't know about this team coming into it.
We were chatting, and I know you're familiar with our blog at blogs.lawyers.com. So, tell us what you like about it.
It provides a lot of good information, you know, that I guess you don't find on a lot of these other websites relative to lawyers and some of the stuff that gets buried when you're talking about a lot of the media that goes on today.
Well, we have a little game going on today with guessing what are our top stories. So, given this prop, which one do you think is our top story?
Top story.
For all of last year.
And here's a hint, everyone's a winner.
So they're all top stories. There you go. Yeah, so I guess they all are, right?
Yeah, did anyone stick out to you as...
I was going to either say of course, Obamacare, the Michigan.
Yeah, that's a big one, the Obamacare myths debunked.
Yep.
And a Michigan Batman arrested again for interfering with the police. Well, thanks so much for participating.
Thank you.
You have some candy to take home.
Oh, great.
You have to do sport.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
I'm Larry Bodine. Tell me your name.
Jan Tagan.
Jan?
Yeah, how you doing?
Nice to meet you. Good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell me about what department you're working in.
I work in STO upstairs.
Okay.
I'm one of the campaign managers.
It's great.
Yeah.
Great. So, have you had a chance to take a look at the news stories on Lawyers.com?
I've actually seen a couple. I saw the one about the elves, the Christmas one. That one was awesome. I really enjoyed that one. That one was
The
good.
visit to Santa's lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
So, we actually got a little prize here
Oh, okay.
to give away for you here. This is the our top stories. So here, take a look. What would you guess is one of the top stories of the last year? Pick one out that you think seems logical.
Martial law is coming. Martial law is coming.
So you're telling me which one is the real one, right?
Well, some of these are our top stories of the
Okay.
last year. Which one would you guess?
I'm gonna have to go with the Santa's lawyer.
Santa's Lawyer? That's right.
Yeah?
Congratulations. Santa's Lawyer was one of the top videos.
Perfect.
So can you tell me your names and what you do at Lawyers.com and what don't
Craig McGuire, Product Marketing Manager for Web Visibility Solutions, websites and social media products.
Kailash Sawant with Architect of WBMS.
So actually, what does that mean in terms of describing what you do?
I help with go-to-market launches, thought leadership, and sales enablement around our web visibility, social media, and paid search products.
I'm frankly trying to figure out what I'm doing over here. Okay, so basically as an architect, we try to simplify solutions, try to see if we can achieve better time to market, reduce infrastructure, reduce costs, and send more optimal solutions out to the market.
So, are you familiar with our legal news at Lawyers.com?
Yes.
Not me.
Or you're not familiar with it?
I wasn't until a few minutes back.
Okay. So what's your impression?
I understand why so many people subscribe to the feeds. It's exciting journalism, it's on the pulse of the culture, and it's very relevant today.
So what was your impression upon learning about the blog?
So certainly, I come from Thomson Reuters. I was a news guy out there, so this certainly makes sense. I mean, at the end of the day, news is what that counts.
Great, thanks. You know, we have a list here of some of our recent stories on our news post. Can you take a look and guess which ones were the top stories?
If I had to guess, I would say man tries to pay cops with pig-shaped dollar bills.
And how about yours?
I talked about Santa's water.
You know, actually, and you're both correct. So both of you win your prize.
Great.
So.
Oh wait, more candy,
candy,
more
yeah,
sugar.
Well, thank
Thank
you
you.
very much for stopping by. Thank you.
So what's the answer?
The answer is all of them.
Oh.
So actually, the
We wanted to
code.
make sure everybody had a good experience.
That's great.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So do you want to tell me your name and what you do at Lawyers.com?
Yeah, sure. So I head up B2B marketing, which means I target existing customers with our upsell offers and retention type offerings. And I also look to prospect new attorneys that actually do not subscribe to our services. So we try to sell them listings or new website engagements, search engine optimization packages, and so forth. And that's what our team does. We've got a number of people on the team that there's about 10 of us actually targeting these attorneys.
Oh, great.
That's just what.
So what do you think about today's open house?
I think it's awesome. A lot of engagement out there. I had our team come down and they're really enjoying it. Cupcakes are awesome, and each of the stations are very informative. So we've learned a great deal and reinforced a lot of the knowledge that we knew was there already. So really good stuff.
So what do you think about our blog and how it relates to what you do here?
So I think the blog is an excellent traffic generator, and the more traffic we can generate, the more valuable these assets become when we try to sell them out to the market, to attorneys and so forth. So great content, great traffic builders.
Great. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
I'm Larry Bodine, editor-in-chief of Lawyers.com. Tell me your name and where you work.
I'm Achille Cross. I work for LexisNexis.
What department? Tell me more about what you
I'm
do.
in web visibility. I'm a campaign and project manager.
Awesome. And tell me,
Brett Cooven, Martin Del Hubble, customer support.
excellent. Okay, well, we asked both these guys to take a look at our top stories from 2012. And taking a look at those now, which would you guess, which was the one that you guessed was the top story?
Michigan Batman arrested for interfering with the police.
All right, what would you say?
I'd say it's the man tries to pay cops with pig-shaped dollar bills.
All right, well, the correct answer is both. Man tries to pay with pig-shaped dollar bills and the Michigan Batman. Those were among 2 of the top 10 stories.
Wow.
And for your cooperation, I want to give you
Better than Halloween.
That's
Thank you.
That's right. It is better than Halloween.
Wow, geez. sir.
Peppermint patties. You take a bite and it's like you're transported away.
Ah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Plus, you get the middle of your snowman if you haven't had that.
Thanks.
And thanks a lot for coming.
Hey, my pleasure. Gene there?
Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be in touch with the casting department.
Hi, so can you tell me your names and what you do at Lawyers.com and Martin Del Hubble?
I'm Satya, and I'm working as a QA lead here for from Cognizant side for supporting Lawyers.com, Martindale, ratings, CSE, and almost all the products over here. That's what I'm doing, and then coordinating with offshore and then delivering the quality work.
Hi, I'm Carlton. I head up the lawyer ratings.